I am 4 months into my journey with no signs of stopping. The month started with solitude as Laurie and Joe entrusted me with their grand chateau. In these 2 weeks, there were a lot of quiet times to reflect. But I was never truly alone. One of my responsibilities were to keep them alive and happy, and a walking dog is a happy dog. Oh, believe me, there was a lot of walking and walking and walking. Some days were nice and we'd spend the afternoon out, and others, well, not so. They did leave me with 2 other tasks while they were away. A couple of small jobs at their second property called a forge. And the second, enter the office. The whole house used to be like this. So we're gonna do this room. My task is to empty it. Having done that in a day or 2, and with plenty of spare days, it was a good idea to take a hike. Sunny autumn day. I've come to Lac de Puivert, P-U-I-V-E-R-T. I'm going to take a big walk around here, 14 kilometers. It's a full loop. Walking from kilometers and kilometers in the field. It's beautiful though. They sent me through some forest, these hunters. 24 of them, they've blocked the whole area and they're hunting. Sent me on this fucking small trail back to National Highway, back in the direction we came from. Shit. But yeah, better safe than sorry, I guess. Some sort of green labyrinth here. Next to the next village, Nebias or something. That's the village I'm coming to. This is pretty cool, but we've been walking for 8 kilometers. 2 hours continuous walking. Finally made it out. I've got about 6.5 kilometers fucking back, all through the fields to the same way I came from. Whew, then we're gonna do a total of 16 kilometers today. Now, with volunteering, you have plenty of free time. Time to spend as you please. And occasionally immersing myself in 10-degree water were one of those things. 3 degrees outside, 8 degrees water. On other days, I'd practice a bit of capoeira. And on others, just chill and read. Every Monday, Wednesday and Friday morning, I'd come to Dave's for a grueling workout session. He usually has workshops for cyclists, but I just came for the cardio. Although the lads were an interesting bunch.
Okay, 30 seconds standing start with. Any gear you want.
Wednesday evenings were reserved for chess club at the local library. And as most Sundays were days off, I'd head over to Esperanza for the weekly flea market. the weekly activities weren't enough for me, there was always something happening around town. Cabaret extraordinaire. Laurie shared a flyer with me and I ended up at this very alternative gathering. There is a €5 collective. I went home, I ate food, I'm back here again. Walking the dogs 3 times a day, you need a change of scenery. And boom! One sunny Monday morning, I decided to drive an hour 40 minutes to the beautiful Pyrenees mountain range to arrive at Chateau de Padirac. €7, and a steep but short climb later, you enter one of the 3 main entrances, covering a total of 300 square meters. The castle is in the shape of a boat. It was an important lookout point, and with Chateau Caribou, it would look out on the entire region all the way to the Mediterranean Sea. Good on King Louis XIV for capturing it in 1240. Its highest point soars at 800 meters. All the restaurants are closed, the village is dead. Who goes to the chateau in November? Thankfully, and I can't leave the village because I'm going to the waterfall to have a swim later. Thankfully I had this ravioli in my car. A very improv lunch. I'm hungry. You could take your car all the way to the site, and then it was a 10-minute walk until the first cascade. Yee! Middle of November. It's a bit cold, but fucking beautiful. Scary, scary. That's what it looks like. It's a good 6 meters. Fuck. You gotta take quite a jump. I mean, you've gotta plan the jump properly. This one is kind of scary. A naked dance to enter the wonderful day. Because why not? The absolute spectacular views definitely made the hour and a half seem a lot shorter. And then one fine evening, they were back. And just like that, dinners were never lonesome again. You see, Joe and Laurie are popular people. And so, often enough, we'd have guests at ours. And at other times, we'd go to theirs.
Okay. Bon appétit, people. Bon appétit. Thank you.
Brood? Ja, graag.
It's the inauguration dinner at the Forge today.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, well done. Cheers.
Yeah, no, well done, Carlos. Thank you so much for all the help you've given us.
And my last dinner with Laurie as she's heading off to England. Since most dinners were early, we'd often enough enjoy a game of talk until the day's fatigue would get to us.
Oh shit, no.
But along with fun and games came a new workload. Small an easy enough task, moving all the old firewood to here, and then we're gonna fill this up with new firewood. We have Michelle over for a week, Michelle the carpenter. We're gonna get the doors and the windows done. Polishing, sandpapering some wood, and then giving it an edge, finished edge with the other machine.
So I keep the wall and use that like this to keep it in balance. But if there's cars coming in,
It's not bad, but I can't get it more.
okay, just let it go.
And voila, the door is in. Just tidying up and getting the final touches in at the forge. Make it a bit more livable as Barbara was moving in at the end of the month. After a hard day's toil, it was so rewarding to come up here. On other days I'd take the car and visit them quaint villages. Because that's what you do when you are in France. It is a cloudy and cold Wednesday. Got a last minute midweek off and I'm just heading to Jeff Jean de Caprispin. It's about an hour and a half, a good 50 kilometers northeast of Chalabre. $15 to get in. The Gouffre chasm is the largest in Europe and one of the largest and most impressive in the world. It's 250 meters deep. It was discovered in 1968 and 20 years later it was opened to the public. It took 6 million years for the water to carve out this chasm. With sunny days on the decline and winter setting in, the house was in need of a fire. And we humans weren't the only ones enjoying the warmth. When I wasn't working at the forge, I was helping Barbara with her wall. Or we were collecting rubble for our friends Charlie and Louise. A lot of landscaping. Took me 4 hours to clear this soil out, about that much for this entire area in front of the door. Right, and now I've got to gradually slope this up to about there. Towards the end of the month, it was the final finishing touches at the forge. Place is coming together. Cleaned up this entire area, and then we've just got to get the gravel going. And to end the month, I'm doing another hike starting in Lavelanet. It's a nice sunny day, around 7 degrees. Today morning temperatures have dropped big time. Today morning there was frost everywhere, so I'm happy with the 7 degrees sun. Basically walked the ridge up there, and I think I'm taking a big loop like this and back to Lavelanet. After enjoying the views, the steep and slippery climb down. The total walk was 11.5 kilometers, 600 elevation gain. Took me 3 hours non-stop. Made it all the way back to Lavelanet. 8:30 in the morning, and I'm heading to Toulouse. It's another midweek off, Wednesday the 29th. Woke up at 6:30. I'm gonna reach there at 9:15. Oof, I had to hurry. I reached Ramonville. Parking was full. They don't allow dogs on the metro, so I had to take a taxi from there to François Verdier. Cost me $15 so that I can reach my appointment at 10 on time. Welcome to the city. Taking a stroll through the famous Victor Hugo market. Place du Capitole. Classic Christmas market with classic Christmas stuff. Got myself some gloves. $6. The classic walking around, getting a look of the sights. Walk to walk, $10. You kind of make your own mix. It wasn't a very crowded city, and from what I saw, a very young city. That is the University Toulouse Capitole, and that is Pont Saint-Pierre. Voila. Seems like the type of place you need to spend time to really get to know. Basilica Saint Cernin, Cernin, S-E-R-N-I-N. And with that, I end my November. I am looking forward for the festive month ahead.